My name is Jake, age 28. I've always been a bit of a thrill seeker, someone who enjoys pushing the boundaries and exploring the unknown. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened that fateful night. This happened in 2017 at Old Mill Road, where my friends and I partied every Saturday night. It was our little escape from the mundane routines of life. We would gather around a bonfire, share stories, laugh, and sometimes we'd even dare each other to do something crazy. There was a shortcut through the woods that no one used, until that night. The path was notorious, shrouded in darkness and mystery. It was said to be haunted, and the locals avoided it like the plague. But for us, it was just another story to laugh about. The legend went like this. If you ever found yourself on that path and heard whistling, you should never look back. The whistling was said to be the call of a restless spirit, a child who had gone missing years ago. They said the spirit would lure you deeper into the woods and you'd never be seen again. Never look back if you hear whistling. It was a simple rule, but one that sent shivers down our spines every time we heard it. We'd joke about it, but deep down, we all felt a twinge of fear. The wind howled through the cracks in the old mill, and sometimes you could hear a child's whisper blending with the trees. It was as if the very air around the mill was alive, carrying the echoes of the past. The place had an eerie vibe, and even the bravest among us felt uneasy there. It was eerie, but we always shrugged it off. We were young and invincible, or so we thought. The stories were just that, stories. They added a thrill to our nights, but we never took them seriously. One night, after a few too many drinks, I decided to take the shortcut. My friends tried to dissuade me, but I was adamant. I wanted to prove that the stories were just myths, that there was nothing to fear. With a confident stride, I ventured into the woods, the darkness swallowing me whole. The air was thick, and the trees seemed to move closer with every step. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves. Suddenly, I heard it, whistling. It was faint at first, almost like a distant memory. But it grew louder, more insistent, as if it was calling out to me. My heart pounded, but curiosity got the better of me. I turned around. There it was, a figure, barely visible in the dim light, standing just a few feet away. It was unlike anything I had ever seen. Its skin wasn't pale, it was gray, like wet ash. It looked almost human, but there was something profoundly wrong about it. The air around it seemed to shimmer, distorting its form. I felt a chill run down my spine. Its eyes reflected nothing, not even the moonlight. They were dark, empty voids that seemed to suck in all the light around them. I felt like I was staring into the abyss, and the abyss was staring back at me. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. My throat felt like it was closing up, and my body was paralyzed with fear. I wanted to run, to get away from this thing, but I couldn't move. Panicking, I swung my fist, but it passed through the entity. It was like hitting smoke, and my hand felt cold and numb. The figure didn't react, it just stood there, watching me with those empty eyes. My arm went numb, veins turning black from the elbow down. I ran. I didn't care where I was going, I just needed to get away. The trees blurred past me, and the whistling grew fainter, but it never completely disappeared. I didn't stop until I was back on the main road, gasping for breath. My friends found me there, pale and trembling. They tried to ask what happened, but I couldn't speak. The words wouldn't come out. To this day, even now, when I hear whistling, my arm aches like ice. The doctors couldn't explain the black veins or the numbness. They said it was probably a reaction to something in the woods, but I knew better. I had encountered something beyond the realm of the living. So would you risk taking the shortcut? The woods still stand, dark and foreboding, a silent witness to the secrets they hold. The path is still there, waiting for the next curious soul. But remember the legend, and if you ever hear whistling, don't look back.